Alrighty, what's up, you goddamn ugly, stupid motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here for a late night video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share this video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So like the video, share the video all over the internet, subscribe to my channels, follow me on social media, and don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you don't miss an episode and an upload of my great content, because it is great. And if you don't like it, well, fuck you, man. Blow me for all I care if you don't like it. Kiss my ass, suck my big, fat, Italian, hard, super dick, and go fuck yourselves as well. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Friday night, May the 21st, 2021, it is time for your late night Smackdown review for May the 21st, 2021, from the Thunderdome in Tampa, Florida, at the Youngling Center, as always. But it won't be there for long, and I'll get to that in just a minute. Alright, so Smackdown coming off last week's show. Had some, was okay, not great, but interesting stuff. Interesting, well, not interesting, pretty shocking ending to the Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental title, pitting Apollo Crews, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Big E. Good match. Shocking ending, like I said. And we also had some filler matches here and there. Nothing great. There's some interesting stuff with our tribal chief Roman Reigns and Cesaro, Seth Rollins getting involved, and then more with Jimmy and Jay Uso, talking about maybe getting back together as a tag team, and all the good stuff. So now on the road to Hell in a Cell, coming up in a couple weeks on June the 20th. So that's that. So, like I said, it was a pretty good show, but the big news coming out of today, before we get to SmackDown, is the WWE going on tour in front of fans for with SmackDown, Money in the Bank, and Monday Night Raw, beginning July the 16th. So, starting July 16th, the WWE will be on tour doing live events in front of fans. Maybe not a lot of fans, depending where you are, but they're going to be starting in Houston, Texas, with SmackDown at the arena in Houston, and then they go to Dallas, Texas for Money in the Bank. No, was it Fort? No, I think it's Fort Worth, Texas. No, yeah, it's Fort. Yeah, they go to Fort Worth, Texas for Money in the Bank in front of fans, which probably be a lot of fans because in Texas it's more. They don't have COVID restrictions. You don't have to wear a mask and all that bullshit. So yeah, they'll probably get a lot of fans for SmackDown, for Raw in Dallas on Monday night, the night after Money in the Bank. And then after that, they'll still be on tour doing, like I said, 25 dates as of right now. So they're going to be going through July and most of August, I would assume, maybe a little bit September. Mostly in the South, because I can't come to the Northeast, because, here in the Northeast, we fucking suck. That's why. Even though most of the mask mandates here in Jersey, they just Governor Murphy said you can't, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask indoors at certain places. So New Jersey's about to, get rid of the mask. So I don't even wear it when I'm out, so it doesn't matter. The only time I wear a mask is if I go into a supermarket, or like on the, if I take the bus, or I take the train down into the city or whatever, or I go on a plane, which I haven't not gonna be going on a plane anytime soon. So that's good. New York City, got rid of the mask mandates. If you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask indoors or outdoors, but you still got to wear a mask in certain places. Some places still have COVID restrictions, social distancing, certain capacities, Madison Square Garden and the Barclays Center, they went up in capacity now. The Knicks are going to have like 13,000 people for the game on Sunday. The Barclays Center is going to have like 10,000 people for game at the Barclays Center. And Yankee Stadium went up in capacity a little bit. They have certain sections for vaccinated people and unvaccinated people, so that's kind of cool. Don't know about Citi Field. I think they went up a little bit, probably doing the same thing the Yankees are doing with vaccinated fans and unvaccinated fans. So slowly but surely, wrestling's coming back. Fans are coming back to wrestling, which is awesome. WWE's going back on tour. AEW's going on tour. Ring of Honor's, it's out of the bubble now. They're gonna be having fans for Best in the World in July. So good stuff for the summer. That too. And that's all I gotta say about that. So can't wait. Can't wait. So like I said, for the WWE in July 16th, they will be out of the Thunderdome, and they will be going to Houston for SmackDown. New stage, new entranceway. So no more of that Thunderdome shit, which was okay. I liked it for most of the end of 2020 going into this year. I thought it was a nice concept, but still, it is what it is. WWE had to do what they got to do to, keep the ship going. And I think that, like I said, the Thunderdome was a great idea. So you bring the fan element in, with the LED screens and stuff, and I'm not so big stage, but it is what it is. But now that they're going on tour, you can make a bigger stage, a bigger entranceway, and the fans will be in the stands, and some people might be at ringside. Depends on what venue you're in and what state you might be in, depending on the capacity and the COVID restrictions and shit. Most of the fans will be, except if you're in maybe Texas and Florida, you don't have to wear a mask. So you got that. So like I said, those 3 dates in July the 16th for SmackDown, July the 18th in Fort Worth, Texas for Money in the Bank, and July the 19th in Dallas at the American Airlines Center for Monday Night Raw. And they're still talking about SummerSlam. Don't have a date yet, which may be August 22nd. We don't know. Don't know where it is, but sources are saying, a lot of sources are confirming or about to confirm that it might be in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, where in Las Vegas? Don't know. It's going to be at the MGM Grand. It's going to be at where the Los Angeles Raiders play in that arena, or they're going to find another arena in Vegas. So looks like SummerSlam's going to Vegas. So New York, we got fucked again. But it is what it is. So, but yeah, so the wrestling's going back on tour in front of fans, and I think that's a great thing. I think it's it's going to be a win-win for the WWE and Ring of Honor and AEW. CCW might be coming back. Hopefully, some indie shows in the that go to Brooklyn and go to New York come back. WOW might hopefully can come back to Brooklyn. I can because I haven't been to a WOW show in a long time, even though most of the shows now in Staten Island. So can't really go to Staten Island because have to take the car there and back. It's a pain in the ass. It is what it is. You know, I mean, I would go to GCW or ICW, you know, at the Showboat, but don't have the money for that crap right now. Or H2O. So I haven't been to a wrestling show since last March. Right when the pandemic was starting. One goddamn year. Over a year now, I haven't seen a wrestling show. It fucking sucks. And that's pretty much it. But wrestling's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully by the end of the year, I can actually go to a goddamn show. But we'll see what happens with that. That's that. All right, so that's the big news for WWE right now. You know, going back on tour, 25 dates as of right now. After that, we don't know. Depending what the fucking virus does in July and August, and going into September, they might have to go. They might go back to Florida, go back to the Thunderdome, or find a new Thunderdome, or try to come to the Northeast, or continue in the South, the Southland area, like Florida, like Texas. Maybe go to Phoenix. Maybe go to Las Vegas. Who knows? Who knows at this? Maybe going to California, but we'll see. And that's that. All right. On this late night, let's get ready for Smackdown. And it's a pretty okay show. Nothing great. That's that. We opened the show with the champions, all the champions on stage. You know, we had the Mysterios, the tag team champions, on stage with Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, I play with my hair. She plays Bianca Belair. The SmackDown Women's Champion. We had Cruz, Intercontinental Champion with Commander Aziz. You know, with him. And we also had tag team champions Natalya and Tamina on stage, but we didn't have Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, because he doesn't need to be on stage because he's our tribal chief. So anyway, Sonya Deville was who was actually who was the authority figure tonight. I guess Adam Pearce the night off or something, and put on a pretty good show for what she did. Sonya's in the ring. And announces that the WWE is going back on tour, like I mentioned before, with live fans starting on July the 16th with SmackDown in Houston. And Michael Cole and Pat McAfee was saying that every fucking segment. So just in case we forgot, morons. So anyways, he says that, and she gives a rundown of all the champions on the stage. Talks about the Mysterios, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Tamina and Natalya, the Women's Tag Team Champions, Apollo Crews, the Intercontinental Champion. And before he gets to Bianca, Apollo wants the mic, wants to know why Sonya is dishonoring him, is respecting his authority. He reminds us of a match like we don't know, and promises total destruction and annihilation for all my opponents. So Sonya says, well, okay, that's fine. Good luck with that. She basically like, oh, I don't care. Then she puts over Bianca Belair. She plays with her head. She's Bianca Belair. And that's that. So she put Bianca as a SmackDown Women's Champion, blah, blah, blah. And the Mets lost. I was about to say, I thought they lost because they were in the 11th inning. It's 4-3 in Bengals. Because the Phillies lost tonight. So all you filthy fans can suck my dick. Because Philly does suck dick. Just saying. I would feel go there. You guys suck dick because, old ECW joke. Just saying. Even though, when ECW's in Philly, they say, New York sucks dick. Only the Yankee fans, okay? So if you're in Philly and you say that New Yorkers suck dick, just remember that's the Yankee fans. Okay? That is the Yankee fans that suck a lot of dick. Especially in the Bronx. So all those people from the Bronx suck a lot of dick. Just saying. Just saying. Not in my hometown of Brooklyn. We're strong in Brooklyn. Gotta rep my hometown, Brooklyn, New York. Bronx can suck a big fat cock. And that's all I gotta say about that. Ha! Now what was I talking about? Okay, so Sonya introduces our Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, Mr. Cockfist himself. But Roman doesn't come out, and My Name is Paul Heyman comes out to Roman's old music. I'm like, wow, why wouldn't Heyman come out to the new music? I guess, Heyman just, I guess they're giving Heyman Roman's old music, and Roman, when he comes out, his new music is hallelujah stuff. I don't know. It's kind of mind-boggling. That's what it is. So Heyman comes out, and either somebody botched the music, or I don't know, whatever. So anyway, Heyman talks about, we got a parade of champions. This is a parade. This is a parade of title holders. So it basically calls everyone a title holder except for Roman Reigns, because he's a champion, not just a champion, the preeminent champion in all sports entertainment. Still, entertainment. Ugh. Makes me fucking sick when I hear sports entertainment from people. That's all I gotta say about that. You want to fight me about it? Let's go, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's debate. Let's go. I got all the time in the world. Let's go. Let's go. Get your asses in here in the chat. Let's go. Let's debate it. Let's go. If not, suck my dick, because wrestling's a goddamn sport. So that's it. What else then? Ooh, 6-3 Mets now. This game probably be over. Hopefully. Blow it. But knowing the Mets, they will. So anyway, Heyman says that Roman is not just a champion, the preeminent champion in all of sports entertainment. He says when fans can buy tickets again, which you can buy, I believe, on 20. I think he said on the 25th or the 26th. If you're in Houston, you can get your tickets in a couple of days. They're gonna go out quick. So we're gonna get a sellout crowd. Smackdown, a sellout crowd for Money in the Bank, and a sellout crowd for Monday Night Raw, and probably a sellout in Vegas, most likely, for SummerSlam. So that's going to be WWE being back. As we all know, EW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view Sunday is already sold out at Daly's Place, and tickets are already on sale for when they go on tour in July to Miami and in Texas as well for those July dates. I think they will probably sell out, or at least try to almost sell out, but we'll see. And that's that. Just going to be an exciting time in July with AEW on tour, WWE on tour, Ring of Honor having Best in the World in front of fans. And then hopefully when we get to August, they'll continue in August going into, with live events and with fans. And like I said, SummerSlam probably be in Vegas and All Out. Whenever it may be at the end of August or early September. That might be in Chicago. Not concrete. I'm just saying it could be in Chicago like it used to be the last couple of years before the fucking virus hit. So, we all know Full Gear 3 in November is going to be in St. Louis, Missouri. So, all you people in Missouri are going to get some wrestling. That's going to be great. But here in Jersey and New York City, you're probably going to have to wait either to the late fall or possibly by Christmas this. So we might get an early Christmas present with AEW or WWE or maybe Ring of Honor. Hopefully, if Ring of Honor comes to New York, it's Final Battle. And I will be it. If CCW comes around with Cage of Death, oh, I'm going. I miss Cage of Death. I do. I just do. I haven't seen Cage of Death since 2019. I need to see it. That's that. But who knows? Let's get to December before we even talk about CCW, okay? Or Final Battle. But that's that. All right. So getting back to SmackDown. So Heyman's, saying that Roman is, champion of entertainment. We can buy tickets. Fans can buy tickets again. Take it back. Fans can buy tickets again. They do so confident in the promotion being represented by a champion like Roman. Roman will not be part of the little parade of title holders, and there will be a parade of champion later tonight at the leisure of Mr. Reigns. And Heyman's like, thank you very much, and he leaves. And everyone's like, okay, Paul. So anyway, someone's like, okay. It's like, well, that was the first surprise of the evening, and but it's not going to be the last surprise of the evening. And there was a surprise at the end of the evening. So I get off, and then Bayley, don't give me a hug, comes in. Well, she rolls in the ring and objects to not being representing 380-day title reign as SmackDown Women's Champion, and she demands a thank you for putting the company on her back. Then starts running down everybody on stage. She says Rey and Dominic have overstayed their welcome. She says Italian community used to be friends with her, but they're she says that they're embarrassing after crying over winning the belts last week. And this just gets to Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz. And she's like, "What up, my friend?" Paul's like, "That's just my sister, yeah. She loves Apollo Crews, yes. She stands for Nigeria." Billy wants that big Nigerian dick. That's right, man. Ain't that right, Commander Aziz? Oh. I don't know. Anyway, so Bayley moves on to Bianca, calls Bianca a cheater who used her hair unfairly, and then goes down to the ring, tells Bayley to come take the belt if she wants it. Then they go face to face in the ring. Bayley's like, "This is not the time. We're not gonna do this." But then Shayna and Nia Jax come out to jump Bianca, and then Tamina and Natalya head down to the ring and try to save her. And then we got a big 6-woman down. And you know what this is leading to? Tamina eats a running knee and a sidewalk slam from Nia and Shayna. So that sends us into a break. And we get a good old-fashioned 6-woman tag team match, player, coming up next. You knew that was coming. It's obvious. It's obvious when people are in the ring beating each other down. It was more than one, 2, or 3 people. A tag team match is coming. That was great. I think Paul. Basically Paul just basically made the segment fun. Other than that, it was just Sonya Deville talking up her ass, and Bayley talking out of her ass, screaming at Bianca and screaming at everybody except Apollo Crews. Because she has to get her, you're grandstanding and you're hot dogging Hogan. Oh, sorry. So that's that. So we got a 6-person tag match coming up next. So I gave this segment 2.5 out of 5. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. All right. And we move on from there. And a chat room's open. You guys want to come on in and chat for a little bit on this late Friday night, May the 21st, 2021. And what happened? Mets about to blow this game. I hate that fucking when you have a guy on second in extra innings. It just makes it so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Get that rule out, please. Well, we don't want to have long games to go 16, 20, 26 innings. We want to have a guy on base so that the team has a chance to score and win easily, so we can get people go home. Fuck you. You, man. I stayed for long ass fucking games on the extra innings to go 15 innings, 16 innings. You know, thank God I wasn't at that Brooklyn Cyclones game back in 2000. What was it? 2007, I believe it was. 2006, 2007. That went 26 innings. Cyclones lost, but it went 26 goddamn innings. You know, the Mets have gone 26 innings back in the 80s. I mean, there's other teams that have gone over 20 innings with fans still there. They don't care. I'm tired. You remember the 6-hour game? I'm fucking tired. Beer, man. Oh, fuck. I can't get a beer. Because you can't get a beer after the 7th inning. Fuck. It is what it is. That. All right. Forget about that. All right, then we go to first match of the night, 6-woman tag team match. Bianca Belair and her teaming up with the tag team champion Tamina and Natalya as they take on Bayley. Don't give me a hug. And the former women's champions Nia and Shayna Baszler. And then, you know, during the commercial, we find out Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax are getting another fucking rematch with Tamina and Natalya on Monday Night Raw. Why? Why are these? No offense to Shayna, but why are these dumb bitches getting another title shot? Didn't we just see what happened this past Monday night with you know Alexa Bliss and her voodoo? You know, the ring blowing up. We think Kane's coming out, and then Reggie gets blinded. He was blinded by the light. So that's why we see Reggie tonight, you know, selling that supposed blinding from Alexa Bliss. So yeah, we're gonna get another title, women's tag team match between those 4 ladies, and you know what's gonna happen? Alexa's gonna come out, do her voodoo on either Shayna, probably, or somebody else. Well, it ain't gonna be Reggie. Yeah, the Mets are about to fucking blow this game. It's fucking sad. God damn, man. 6-3 lead is basically gone. 2 out now. At least nobody's on base, thank God. So, in freaking Loop started the fucking inning, gives up a single, then another single. The school to run 6-4. First and third. Next guy grounds into a double play. Makes it 6-5. And now they took Loop. And now Jake Barnes, who put it on Wednesday night. Now he's in. That'll be great. But if they blow it, like they always blow it, there's going to be war. There's going to be war, and I'm asking for heads and trades and get them out. That's all I gotta say. But I know they traded for Cameron Maben from the Cubs, and the Cubs got fucking cash back. We got money. We need Maben, but I mean, he sucks. But then they brought up Khalil Lee. They brought up Fargus. They brought up Tovar from the minors. They got Brandon Drury, not that Brandon Drury. Not the guy who's running that's Chris Drury, but it is what it is. But Brandon Drury, who played first base I think for the Cyclones at one point. So a lot of the minor leaguers are playing for the Mets right now because everybody's fucking hurt. I mean, Pete Alonso, is now on the DL, retroactive to, I think, the 19th. Yeah, retroactive to the 19th. So coming back in 8 days. So by the time they play the Braves at the end of the month, he should be coming back. DeGrom dominated the fucking minor leagues in his rehab start. 3 innings, 8 strikeouts. And the freaking club's like, we surrender! So, I mean, it is what it is. DeGrom's coming back, I think, by Tuesday or Wednesday. The DeGrominate once again. And then the other guys are slowly going to be coming back. Syndergaard had a pretty good rehab start, so Syndergaard's probably coming back in sometime in June. Sucks that Carrasco and Lugo are on the 60-day DL, so they're coming back till probably the second half of the season. Don't know about Nimmo. Don't know about J.D. Davis might be coming back soon. Taijuan Walker's on the 10-day list, so he's coming back probably by the end of the month or early June. Yeah, just fuck the fucking Mets, man. The fucking Mets are the walking wounded, but they get all these minor league guys and fucking going completely nuts. I mean, Nito's going fucking nuts. Lately, he wants that starting job. You take McCann, go bye-bye. Take your $40 million, get the fuck out. Villar's getting clutch hits. Kevin Pillar fucking took a shot to the face and walked off. When he's on the IL right now. He's not coming back till next week. This guy's a fucking warrior. So they're contributing here and there. So the mini Mets, as we call them, the bench mob, still keeping the Mets in first place. Yes. It's amazing. It is, really is. You never knew you have most of your top guys gone. And the little guys and the mini Mets, the minor league Mets, the bench mob Mets, as we call them, getting hits, getting wins. The pitching has been pretty decent, except for Wednesday night. Taking 2 or 3 for the Braves was awesome. Put them in the rearview mirror. Now we got the Marlins, who could give us fits every so often. But this game's not even over. I thought it was over right now. Oh, it is over now. Okay. So the Mets have won 6-5 in 12 innings. So I get to say, the Mets win. And yeah, the Yankees won. Woo. I think the Red Sox beat the Phillies. Yes. So finally, the Mets have an actual lead. An actual lead. It's great. 2.5 on the Phillies, 3.5 on the Braves. Even though the Braves won 20-1 tonight. Woo, good Lord. GD was probably jacking off. It is what it is. But you're playing the Pirates. Just remember, you lost 2 or 3 to us, fucker. So, suck your dicks. And that's it. All right, let's get back to SmackDown. All right, so we come back to SmackDown with the 6-woman tag. Starts out with Nia Jax beating the crap out of Tamina. And like I said, commentary said that Baszler and Jax are on SmackDown as part of the Invitational, which is basically the wild card rule. They can say people from Raw can come over to SmackDown, or SmackDown can come over to Raw every quarter or something like that. I mean, it's stupid. Either have the wild card rule or just merge the shows. Okay? Whatever. So anyway, we find out about that. And then Shayna comes. They still work on Tamina. Bailey then comes in, keeps Tamina in the corner. Tamina blocks a suplex, hits one of her own, then tags in Natty, and he goes to work on Bailey with some snap suplexes because one of them gets counterbikes into Shayna. Goes to work on the arm of Natalya. And then they work on Natalya for a little bit. Natalya comes back with like Joker to Nia Jax. Tags in Bianca Belair. She comes in, goes and runs wild on Shayna. As Shayna comes in, Shayna counts a scoops to the cure for the clutch. Bianca gets free, hits a spring buster. Goes up top. I guess looking for a splash. Bailey and Nia pull Shayna out of the ring. So Bianca turns around and says, "Fuck this!" and dives onto all of them off the top. And the heels are down, and Bianca is holding her knee. Oh no. Don't want an injury when you're a champ. Especially, if you just won the title. That's not good. So we got that. As we go to break, we come back. Bailey's working over that knee. Bianca gets free, tags in Tamina, who goes nuts on everybody, and then comes in, and then hits a catapult into a Tamina super kick, but Bailey's in the ropes to break up the pin. Natalya comes back in, Bailey avoids a discus clothesline. Shayna tags in. Shayna blindsides Natalya with a knee strike, but Tamina saves everything, and then everybody's in the ring. Bianca gets caught with a Bailey belly on the outside. Ow. And then the end, it ends up. Shayna catches Natalya with the cure for the clutch, and Natalya. So Shayna and Nia get the win over the women's tag team champions, and see if that they could do that on Monday Night Raw and regain women's belt time. But we'll see what happens. So a great 6-woman tag. It is what it is. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And all right, then we go to the back with the Layla Preston, and her guest is Big E. So Big E's in a good mood. He's like, Kayla, we're in a big mood. Time to feel the power. Something like that. So he's in a good mood. He says, tonight he's standing in a ring with men who have doggedly pursued their craft and are future Hall of Famers. Wait, did he say Hall of Famers? He did say that. Hall of Famers are former champions. Gotta stop you there, Big E. Gotta stop you there for a second. Okay, Kevin Owens, future Hall of Famer. Yourself, probably a future Hall of Famer with the New Day. Not by yourself, but with the New Day. Apollo Crews. Not right now, sir. No, not a future, like way in the future. And then you got me Zayn. I don't think future. Well, future, yes, but not right now. Maybe in about 10 years. Kevin might be 5 to 8 years. It is what it is. And I think he said he didn't want to break Owen Hart's record for something. I think he held the Intercontinental title or amount of any title, all the titles he had. I forgot. I gotta read that again. But yeah, that's kind of interesting that he doesn't want to break Owen's record. Those things that Owen did, I think should be preserved and not to be broken, stuff like that. But it is what it is. And I like how Kevin said, I think it was in an interview on Twitter, that he said that after his career is over, he wants to help rescue animals. That's good, Kev. Very good. I applaud you for that. You should do something like that. You can do it in your spare time, but if you after your career, it'll probably be 10 to 20 years, maybe 10. I say 10, 15 years. Go ahead. Go ahead and rescue these animals from and getting the crap beat out of them. By these stupid people. Really, you have a fucking pet. Don't fucking molest it and fucking, malnutrition, all this shit. throw it out because you don't want a fucking pet. You leave it out on the streets, and God forbid they get killed. They get killed. They get hit by a car or a truck or a bus. With cats especially, because I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, it's sad. It's just sad to treat a pet like shit. They beat the fuck out of the dogs. They beat the cat. I mean, come on now. All those people that beat those animals up should be put in jail for life. I'm sorry. Or have them get the shit beat out of them. I mean, really. Pets are there to, they're like an extension of the family. It's like having a baby. We love them. We love them to death. We feed them. We play with them. We take them for a walk. If you're a cat, you can't take them for a walk. Take the dog for a walk. You play with them. They sleep with you on your bed or on your couch or wherever. They're there for you when you're depressed or anything, because they know what's going on. They're there for you when you're sick. Blah blah blah. But really, you fucking pet. It's fucking stupid. So I'm with Kevin on this one. If he wants to do that, more power to you, Kev. More power. Respect for that. That's great. That's going to be awesome at the end of his career when he does that and saves all these animals from all this bullshit that's going on in the world. These careless human beings, they just treat animals like fucking shit. So that's great for Kev. And that's that. So anyway, going back to Big E, future Hall of Famers, but future former champions. He said this is his chance to prove he's among the best. And when he leaves the ring tonight, he'll be Intercontinental Champion for a second time. And he said, Kato, you got to feel that. So we'll see what happens later tonight in that fatal four-way for the Intercontinental title. And Big E wins. I mean, I like Apollo's new Nigerian gimmick with Double Cabo at his side, but he's kind of a boring as fuck champ. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm getting bored of Apollo Crews, and I'd rather have Big E as champ, because I think Big E didn't hold it for that long. I think he could have had a monster run with the belt and then go after Roman. And then either, beats Roman, gets both belts, and then eventually loses the Intercontinental title and just let him personal title run. But not going to happen. But we'll see. And that's it. All right, we go to break. And then we come back with another tale from our good Aleister Black. This time it's Chapter 4, called Beautiful Pain. I thought it was Chapter 5. Wasn't Chapter 4 last week? Anyway, Beautiful Pain. I wish it was Beautiful Tragedy. Just saying, in this moment stuff. So anyway, it's called Beautiful Pain. He says, pain, honest, it is truth. Where would we be without it? Without pain? Pain without love. Oh, that's a song. He says, let's hear it for the bleak, desolate misery we used to hide our sins. He says there's an art to this, and we see his tattoos. We live proudly in a cesspool of sins and denial, because it's all we are. To be loathsome and blind, we are sick and dying animals. And he says it's time for him to separate the weak from the strong, just like his father taught him. It's time to cull. And so basically, it's time to cull the herd, if you will. And another nice promo, nice visuals as always. Him showing off his tattoos. Why not? Why not, to make the women jealous? his fuck wife, Selena Vega, Thea Trinidad, whatever you want to call her, come in her panties. Not there's anything wrong with that. Tattoos are sexy. If you're a woman. If you're a woman, you have tattoos, that's sexy. In my eyes, that's pretty sexy. It is what it is. That's that. All right, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. All right, then we go to the ring with the music of Baron Snorbin Corbin. Not King Corbin anymore, but, well, he is still King Corbin in a way. Doesn't have a crown, as Shinsuke Nakamura took. Mitchell Cole says, never noticed Corbin was that bald without his crown. Good job there, Cole. I hate you, but, even though it's, oh, he's bald without his crown. Oh, God. Good job there, Cole. You still suck. But it is what it is. So Corbin gets on the mic, after seeing a video patch of what happened last week, and he says, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. I'm tired of your Shinsuke riding around with my crown. He says that was the most disrespectful thing I've seen. He says Nakamura king, and none of us sitting at home know what it's like to be king. He says a king wears expensive watches, drives a Ferrari, and has lean, hungry dogs of war, not a fat, flabby cat that Shinsuke has. I mean, what's up with people hating cats? I mean, Aya Valkyrie had her dog, and Io's like, I love cats. Oh, Io loves cats. What's the problem with that? She loves cats. It is what it is. Shinsuke Nakamura loves pussy. Cats. I love pussy. Cats. You can love both. I love pussy and I love pussy cats. There's my pussy cat right there. You can't see her, but come here, my little shit. Come here, my little shit. Come here. We're gonna play with the little kitty. See? If Shinsuke can love cats and Io can love cats, I can love cats too. Yes, I know. I love my pussy. I love my pussy cat, and I love pussy too. So yeah. Worship the cat. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't love cats. Fuck you. I scratch your eyes out. Fuck you. Fuck you, Baron Corbin. Fuck you. Yeah. All right, go back to the lane now, my baby. Okay. So, yeah. So don't hate on cats. God damn it. Because if you hate cats, you hate pussy too. And most of you even can't get the real pussy. But it is what it is. That's all I got to say about that. So he said, he talks about his cat. He says he's going to crush Nakamura tonight. Reclaim his crown, which he says he'll have to get cleaned by people before he puts it on again. And yeah, that was that for Corbin. God. And then we hear somebody playing the electric twanger. That's a guitar for you people. And out comes Rick Boogs or Boggs. Rick Boogs, and he's here to rock with the real King of Smackdown. So like who the hell? And it's like, my name is Rick Boogs, or Boog, I think his name was back in NXT. So now his new name is Rick Boogs or Boggs. So his name is Boogie. As my good buddy Aaron Rift says, his name is Boogie Rift. Or Rift Boog, whatever it was. Anyway, so he plays Nakamura's theme. The music hits and he starts just jamming on the guitar. And then Pat McAfee, doing air guitar. He's like, he's just a head banging the Cole. Cole's like, fucking shit, what are you doing? He's back out. It was great. And yeah, that was great. I liked that, and he played that fucking guitar solo riff with the guitar. Like shredding it. A lot of practice. I'm okay. When he had team, with the violin player coming out, when he debuted on Smackdown a few years ago, that was epic. And then the fans were singing his theme. Let's come back, and Nakamura comes out. We get that again, something like that. The fans are singing his theme. Because it's probably the last time we see Nakamura at this point. Who knows? So, yeah, Shinsuke comes out with the crown, gets in the ring as we go to break. Then we come back with number 2, storming Owens against Nakamura. Nakamura starts by stopping a mud hole and Corbin in the corner. Corbin lands close out of the corner. Then he goes to the apron, close Nakamura back in the ring. And then Shinsuke comes back with some strikes of his own, but Coleman catches a kick, switches that to a power bomb for a fall. Then we get some body shots. Then Coleman starts trash talking Rick Boogs on the outside because he was like right near the commentary table. Then he got on the commentary table near that. Then Coleman mocks Shinsuke with the vibrations thing in the corner. Then gets a 1922 chin lock. Shinsuke comes back, but runs into a back elbow. And then Shinsuke comes back with a lung blower, then a shining wizard. Then he hits an STO, gets ready for the Kid Sasha, but Coleman avoided it. Hits a really looking German suplex on their fall. He looks for the choke slam. Shinsuke counters with runs into deep 6 for a very near fall. And then looks like Corbin looks for the end, and then we hear the guitar going off, another riff. I know he's playing the same song, he's just playing with the guitar, playing a metal riff, which distracts Corbin, and he's like, shut up! And then Nakamura comes from behind with a 1924 roll-up. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke Nakamura gets the win. Gets the win back from last week. And thankfully he won, so we don't have to put him back, continue this downward spiral with him. And yes, I picked my nose. I don't care. So he gets the win. Keeps the crown for now. And match was all right. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And afterwards, him and Rick Boogs goes up the ramp, just still playing the goddamn theme, which is awesome. So yeah, the matches weren't that bad. They're okay, not great, but now with the introduction, or the debut, if you will, of Rick Boogs as, I don't know, was he going to be with Shinsuke or just there for that one night? I don't know. But it looks like next week we're going to get Eric Bugenheim or Rick Boogs against Baron Corbin, and Shinsuke will be with him, and Shinsuke will probably get involved, and this whole freaking feud continues. If it doesn't end, the winner, they have a final match, and the winner gets the crown, I don't give 2 shits. Okay? Was fucking since 2019, I think. All right? He needs to do something else. Or get released. Because he's boring. He is boring. His mic skills are boring as fuck. And I don't know. He just needs to do something else. Shinsuke should thrust into the Intercontinental title picture or the Universal title picture right now. Not some boring as fuck feud with a loser like Baron Corbin. And like I said, if they have a blow-off match, Corbin should put his crown on the line. And if he loses, Shinsuke gets the crown, and he will be the unofficial king of the WWE, or the king of strong style, whatever. But like my idea is better. Bring back the King of the Ring. You really don't have an October pay-per-view as of now, unless it's going to be Ross's version of Halloween Havoc. I don't know what that was, but this is what it is. So, yeah. So, if they interview in October, why don't you just bring back the King of the Ring tournament? And like I said, my idea was have superstars from Raw go against superstars SmackDown. The winner of the bracket, winner of the SmackDown bracket at the pay-per-view, and then the winner of that match faces whoever is the King of the Ring, well, King of the WWE. Whoever is the king, it'll be Corbin or Nakamura. And the winner of that match is the official King of the Ring. And they get to defend that whenever they want. And be like a thing. And a crown. Just because, oh, you're Sami Zayn, you're King of the Ring 2021. And then when 2022 comes, he's still the goddamn King of the Ring. Just saying. I think that's a great idea. If the WWE would listen to it, but they don't listen to my ideas because they fucking suck. WWE, I mean, Vince and company don't care what the fans think, what their ideas are. I'm just saying. That style of the King of the Ring that I just mentioned, with the King of the Ring, whoever's the king right now, would be Corbin or Nakamura. They face the winner of the tournament, and the winner of the tournament faces the king, and whoever wins that match becomes the official King of the Ring, and they get to defend the King of the Ring title anytime on Raw or SmackDown or on pay-per-view, even on NXT, if you will. And if they can hold it for 1 year, then they get a title shot. They have to defend it for for 1 year. And if they hold it for 1 year, then they get a perk or something like that. They get a title shot of their choosing or whatever. But they have to hold the belt. You have to hold the King of the Ring title for 1 year. And like I said, if you hold it for 1 year and then you get to the next King of the Ring, the next year's King of the Ring, you have that. Either you get a perk or you have to, I don't know. Something like that. Have a King of the Ring tournament where the actual king has to defend the King of the Ring crown. I think that's a great idea. It's a perfect idea. Not Mr. Perfect, but perfect. And that's all I can say about that. And we'll move on. All right, so she gets the win thanks to Vic Boogs. And we'll see what happens next week on the program. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we go to the back. We see Jimmy Uso. He walks up to Sonya Deville, and he wants a tag team match. He wants to get back in the tag team action with his brother Jay, and he wants a tag team match, and he wants to smoke. So he wants a match with the Street Profits next week. He grants the match. But says like, you sure your brother's on board with this? I'll grant the match, but is he gonna actually be there? Maybe you should have asked Jay. But it is what it is, and that's that. So that as official next week we got the Street Profits versus the Usos, and I think the first time the Usos have been in tag team action since before Jimmy got hurt. I think it's been like over a year at least. To get the face probably a good, and we'll see what happens, and we move on. So I give that segment 2 out of 5 stars, and we move on. All right, I think was it. Let me just make sure it's something. Okay. I thought I missed something. All right, then we go to the ring. We get our tribal chief Roman Reigns with his music, and with "My Name is Paul Heyman" and the right-hand man Jey Uso, and it takes once again 35 minutes to get in the ring. So we come back from break, and then we see Kevin Owens in the back. Call him the prize fighter because he won titles quickly, and he says tonight he doesn't care what it takes. He'll take out anyone on his path to getting his 3rd Intercontinental title. So we'll see what happens with Big Kev in the main event. I don't like his chances, but like I said, the whole thing with the Owen Hart title thing, that's probably why I don't think he's going to win a title anytime soon, but what is that's that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And all right, then we go to the ring. We're in the ring with Roman. He watches a video against Cesaro WrestleMania Backlash. And what happened after that match was Seth Rollins coming in and beating Cesaro up. So Roman's on the mic. Gets the mic from Paul. He believes himself to be a humble man who takes every opportunity to teach his sons about humility. And he doesn't like to brag on live television, so he's gonna let Paul celebrate him right now. So Heyman gets the mic from his side and calls us a unique surprise. He's got a moment to acknowledge our tribal chief, undefeated since returning to action since August, and all of his accomplishments. And at Backlash, Roman beats Cesaro, the strongest grappler in the WWE, at his own game without assistance. Big difference with that. Paul is acknowledging the preeminent champion in all of sports entertainment is a career highlight. Then he asks what else can he do for Roman? So Roman's like, bring me my cousin. So Heyman goes to ringside, like, hit Jimmy's music now. And then instead of Jimmy's music hitting Cesaro's music, so Roman's like, cut this bum's music off. I was like, shit, damn, man. So Cesaro comes out in a suit, and he's got his arm in a sling. So Cesaro's looking for Seth Rollins, but he couldn't find him. But all I hear is yapping from Paul. Roman asks him, what are you going to do with one arm? Cesaro says, it's just a flesh wound. It's a flesh wound. And he'd be willing to fight Roman with no arms, then ask for a title shot at Hell in a Cell. So Roman's laughing at it. He's like, yeah, right. That's not gonna happen. He's like, you want a match at Hell in a Cell? You really do? And then out of nowhere, Seth Rollins comes in with his multicolored jacket suit, starts beating the crap out of Cesaro for a bit, and then referees have to come down, and Pat Buck and Jamie Noah have to come down and basically get Seth off him. So they back him away, back up the ramp, and then Cesaro's being helped up by Charlton and another referee, cradling his arm, and Seth breaks free. He goes over and beats the crap. Out of Cesaro again. He hits the Blackout on the floor, and then they push him back to where the timekeeper's area is. He jumps over the timekeeper's area. The other Blackout, this time on steel ramp, and that's that. And then so Seth leaves. He's like, "It's my time. Why would you learn?" Stuff like that. And then we see paramedics show up, and they take Cesaro out on a stretcher. So it is what it is. So we're gonna probably see Cesaro and Rollins at Hell in a Cell, maybe inside Hell in a Cell, who knows? But yeah, this feud is gonna continue on. So Cesaro wants another title shot, probably have to go to SummerSlam or win Money in the Bank in July, which I think he will, but we'll see. So good segment. I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And just for those of you asking, Cesaro is not hurt. He was just faking that arm injury. Just because people on Twitter were like, "Is Cesaro hurt? Is Cesaro hurt?" I'm like, no, he's not. Unless we don't know that, we know something we don't know. That maybe he is hurt. But he was faking the injury to get the match with Roman. But it is what it is. So it looks like, him and Seth on a collision course for probably Hell in a Cell, maybe inside Hell in a Cell. So that's that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5. Then we go to the back. We see Kayla. Oh, we get a recap of what happened with Rollins and Cesaro. And then Rollins is in the back with Megan, not Kayla, sorry. Megan Moran. She asked him what about what he did. And Seth's like, I blacked out. I'm like, okay. And then we see Cesaro coming into the scene on a stretcher by the medics there. They're wheeling him into the ambulance. So Seth starts yelling at Cesaro about doing this to him, making him this person, and wants to know what Cesaro is going about. What's it going to take to learn, or something like that. So I was like, "What, Cesaro? You made me do this. You made me this way." Okay, and that's it. So we'll see what happens. Situation as we get closer and closer to Hell in a Cell, and I think they're going to have another match at Hell in a Cell, and that's pretty much all I say about that. And we move on. So I give that 2.25 out of 5. There we go. Match number. We get Mysterio, Booyaka, along with his dad Ray, the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, first ever father-son Tag Team Champions in WWE history. He's going to be taking on Bobby Roode with Dolph Ziggler inside. And before that, we get a recap of the Mysterios winning the titles last week. And then Bobby Roode comes out. He says Ray did all the work and got the reward, just like everything else in his life. And he's going to prove once and for all that Dominic does not belong in the WWE. And that was that. Pat McAfee saying the same fucking thing, but it is what it is. So anyway, we get to this match, and match was pretty damn short. No pun intended with Dominic, but it is what it is. Match was Roode goes right after Dominic, hits a couple of suplexes, then Dominic counts a third suplex with a knee and a small package for a near fall. Bobby Roode comes back, top rope. Dominic punches him off, climbs to the top, hits a crossbody for a near fall. Bobby Roode comes back with a back elbow, or runs into a back elbow, counts a tornado DDT. He tries to power. Dominic counters, sends Bobby Roode into the second rope. In position for the 619. He hits the 619, goes up top, drops the dime with a frog splash, a la Eddie, his dad. Dominic, I'm your. Maybe he's channeling the great Eddie Guerrero. His gets the win, and that match happened. So it is what it is. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So, so the Mysterios get another win over Ziggler and Roode, and we'll see what happens with them as we move on. I still think they're going to lose the belts to the Usos eventually, probably either at Hell in a Cell or by Money in the Bank. But we'll see what happens with that till we move on from there. Speaking of the Usos, we go to the back. Jay is walking. He finds his brother Jimmy. Jimmy tells him about their tag match next week. Jay's like, well, why tell me about this? And he reminds Jay all the stuff he's done with Roman. It's like, we won the tag team belts without Roman. We won, you won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal without Roman. That, this and that. Jay seems like does tell Jimmy he owes Roman being told about it. He's going to go tell Roman about it, and I think Roman's not going to be too happy. And we go to breaks. I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, we go to break. We're in the locker room. Tells Roman about the match that Jimmy made for them next week, and it's basically tries to sell Roman on the idea, and Roman's like, "Who's the we in the equation? We do things, not you. We do things here." Roman says the duo is tribal chief and right-hand man. That's what we are. And he tells Jay not to forget that. And then he gives him a good old hug. So that's it. So we'll see if this, Jay actually teams up with Jimmy against the Street Profits, and if Roman allows it. Who knows at this point? I don't know. I mean, as of right now, Roman doesn't have a match, and it looks like we're getting Cesaro and Seth Rollins either in a match. I don't know if it's going to be in Hell in a Cell. But right now, Roman doesn't have a match. And a lot of people are saying that Roman's faced Jimmy Uso in an I Quit match inside Hell in a Cell, kind of like bringing this whole storyline full circle almost 1 year later. And he'll probably put Jay in the guillotine, and then Jimmy's going to quit, and then he's going to fall in line, and it's going to be Roman and the Usos. The bloodline is 100% intact, and Roman will have the belt. The Usos will get the Smackdown tag team belts, and it'll be a big fucking faction. And that's probably all I gotta say about that. So we'll see what happens next week on program. And that's that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right. After that, we see the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, talking about the match with Usos. They say SmackDown is the blue brand, but not that kind of blue. I don't know what that means. They mock the emotional pain of Jimmy and Jay. They mock Jimmy's intelligence. They say it's funny to them that after all this time, the names finally come out of the mouths, and basically they definitely want the smoke. So basically hyping their match next week, which I think will be a pretty good match. We'll see. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, then we go to the position before our main event for the Intercontinental title. We have Sami Zayn talking to Kayla, saw raving at Kayla. He's like, "This, there's this conspiracy about it. You're a conspiracy," and Kayla's like, "I don't know." I think Sammy needs a slap in the face. From Mexico, from the orphanage in Mexico. Somehow someone will find El Generico. Just saying. So anyway, he says he will reclaim the Intercontinental title tonight, and his persecution will end, and he'll get the title back for the 3rd time. Blah blah blah. So that's that. We hear his music. He goes to the ring. Blah 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 blah. So this match, the Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental title with Apollo Crews, with Commander Aziz at ringside, and Zayn. Like I said, this match is pretty good. Pretty good Fatal 4-Way match. No disqualification, as always. First one to win gets the title. So it starts out with KO jumping Sammy. Why not? And then things break down into Big E and Apollo in the ring. While Sammy ball around ringside. He drops Apollo. And then Kevin Owens comes in with an inverted atomic drop and an enziguri to Big E. Sammy jumps Kevin from behind, starts beating him up on the mat. Big E gets up apron to Sammy, then beats him down for a little bit. He drapes Sammy on the apron, starts beating, clubbing blows on the chest a couple times. He flattens Apollo's apron next to him, and they do the apron splash of doom, and then KO a big dive over onto Big E. So yeah, so this is a match. I'm gonna paraphrase most of it. Yeah, because I'm at 115 now. So I'm gonna paraphrase. They went back and forth. There was a couple big spots here and there. KO hit him. They balled on the floor. Sammy hits a moonsault off the barricade. So celebrating, but then gets hit with a clothesline by KO. KO gets back in the ring, hits a swanton bomb onto Sammy. Big E has to break it up. And Big E and KO fight it off, and Apollo comes in, hits the stun gun, and then a bunch of German suplexes. Tries to pin KO, and flies in with a but when it goes for the pin, Owens comes in with a senton to break it up. Sammy catches Owens with an exploder in the corner, goes for the hell of a kick, missed. KO goes for a stunner, and Sammy avoided he hits some Michigan driver for a near fall. Then KO and Sammy on the top rope. Owens buster off the rope as Apollo and Big E have to break it up. Apollo avoids a spear through the ropes, grabs KO, hits a Death Valley driver on the apron. Ow. Big E hits a spear through the ropes onto Apollo, onto another break. And they beat each other up. Owens with a Sammy with a half and half suplex, then a blue thunder bomb for a near fall. Sammy goes up top. Apollo cuts him off from the apron. Apollo gets punched down. Sammy fights free, but Owens drills him. Big E with some super kicks. Then a pop-up sit-out fall. Sammy pulls KO out of the ring, tosses him into the barricade, but then he gets tossed into the timekeeper's area. Apollo charges into a kick from KO. They head back into the ring, but Sammy grabs KO with another half and half suplex on the floor, basically knocking him out. In the ring, Big E with the ST Joe, the Uranagi to Sammy, hits Cruz with a big ending. Looks like he's about to win the belt, but Commander Aziz pulls him out of the ring. Big E sends Aziz into the ring post head first, so knocks him out. But when he gets in the ring, the lights start flickering, and then they go out, and then a bunch of mist and lights. There's mist coming up. The lights are going on and on. And then out of nowhere, out of the mist, we see the returning Aleister Black without his music, and basically he's just in a long black jacket. And he gets in the ring, and him and Big E stare off, and then Apollo grabs the leg of Big E, and then Aleister Black hits Black Mass right in the Big E's mush, knocks him out, and Apollo pins Big E 1, 2, 3 to retain the Intercontinental title. So that sucks, But yeah, Aleister Black is back on SmackDown in the ring. I don't know what music he's gonna have when he comes back. Hopefully, it's either the same one that probably be the same one he had when he left, when he got injured and he was gone for a while, or he'll come back to new. I'm hoping new music. I like the original music he had in NXT with Code Orange, and then they had that remix version when he went to SmackDown, when it was on Raw, and then when it came to SmackDown, it was kind of boring. I'm hoping he has new music and a new entrance. So I really don't want to see him come out of the shadows on that stupid creaky thing. So, hopefully, this will be it for, Aleister. They actually push him the way he should have been pushed when he came to NXT. And he either goes for he'll probably be in a feud with Big E for a little bit. Then, I don't know. Because it'll make no sense for him to go after Roman, because both of them are heels right now. So, unless Apollo loses the belt sometime soon, maybe back to Big E or to KO or Sammy, then I would see Aleister Black probably by the end of the summer or by the end of the year with a belt. He could be in Money. I think he'll be in Money in the Bank. That'll be kind of weird. Remember last year when he got killed by Baron Corbin, after Corbin threw him off the roof, and then he threw Rey Mysterio off the roof, and then we see Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black on the same show on Raw the next night. Oh, they're not dead. Rey somehow survived the fall. It is what it is. And then after that, freaking Aleister gets hurt. They did the whole thing with the eye. He had him wearing a freaking eye patch, and then he gets into a thing with Kevin Owens for a while, and then after that, we didn't see him for a while. So I think he got injured again with, I think, his shoulder or something. So he was basically home with Zelina Vega banging the shit out of her, which isn't a bad thing because they're married. And now Zelina Vega is gone. Well, she got released to be with him, and they were banging each other every fucking day, which isn't a bad thing. And then they bring back Aleister with this new gimmick, I guess. Reading stories from the All Father or whatever. And then now he makes is back in the ring. Makes his in-ring, well, not in-ring debut. He makes his debut back in the ring. Zelina Vega was at the Performance Center taping some stuff. Supposedly she's coming back. So who knows? Hopefully they push Aleister to the moon, not fuck him up again. But they will. WWE will. They'll fuck it up. And then, at this point, I just say, so if I was Tommy End, I was like, I'm out of here. Get me out of here. I'll go to AEW. I don't know what his with Zelina Vega, Dia Trinidad might do. She'll probably just stay there, run out of contract, and then maybe go to AEW. I don't know. I'd rather have Aleister Black and Zelina Vega as a freaking manager. Have Aleister come out with Zelina Vega as his manager, and they go on a monster run. Maybe win the Intercontinental title from either Big E or whatever face holds it at the moment. He's not going to face Apollo. Two heels fighting. I don't think that's going to happen. So Apollo will lose the belt. Probably to Big E or Kevin Owens. That's the only faces I can see winning that belt. Or maybe Shinsuke, but who knows what's going to happen with that. And then Aleister will win the belt, hold on to it for a while, and then maybe later on go after the Universal title. But like I said, it'd be great to see. It's great to see him back, but I'd love to see him with Zelina Vega as his manager, because that would be awesome. But we'll see what happens with that. So that's it. So that ends SmackDown. So a shocking end of SmackDown. Apollo retains thanks to Aleister Black, and it looks like Aleister Black and Big E on a collision course right now. And I'll probably see that match maybe next week or maybe at Hell in a Cell. But we'll see what happens with that. So that ends SmackDown match. The Intercontinental title match was pretty good. Gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that ends SmackDown. And that's that. So pretty decent SmackDown for what it was. And we'll see what happens next week on SmackDown on Fox. And just remember, next week is the start of the mini Friday Night War. SmackDown will be on from 8 to 10, and then we get a live AEW Dynamite right after that for the next 2 weeks. Next week and the week after that, which will be the aftermath of AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view. So next Friday is the go-home show for Double or Nothing, and then the week after that is the aftermath show. And we'll see what's going to happen with that. So AEW and SmackDown going at it next 2 Fridays. Of course, the fucking basketball playoffs. It is what it is, and that's that. But AEW needs to get those ratings up. I'm sorry. That you go from just about a 1.1 for Blood and Guts. Last week, you get over 960,000 1,000 views. This week you do 821,000. Now, I don't know, it was because the NBA playoffs were going on, the baseball was going on, the hockey playoffs are going on. That might have contributed to a lot of people just not caring about AEW this week. But, man, their ratings have crashed the last 2 weeks. And I get, it's not that the show sucked or anything. They ran into the fucking playoffs. The basketball and the hockey playoffs on TNT. They're on TNT. They're on the USA Network. They're on Channel 4 right now. It's gonna be like this for the next month or so. And people are gonna say, when next week's SmackDown rating comes out and AEW's ratings, when SmackDown and AEW ratings come out, all the WWE marks like, oh, SmackDown beat AEW, WWE beat AEW. Like SmackDown will get like a 2.5, and freaking AEW gets 800,000 at most next week. I don't know, because they're on at 10 o'clock. People probably either going to sleep. I don't think a lot of people are going to be watching 4 hours of wrestling, especially from 8 to 12. With the basketball and hockey playoffs still going on, plus baseball going on. I don't even think AEW can get 1 million next week. I don't think the next 2 weeks they're probably not going to get 1 million. I don't think so. And it sucks. I think it's just like the WWE when they had, remember when the WWE was preempted in February for the fucking dog show, and then they had, it came on like 10, 11 o'clock, and the ratings sucked. They were, during the Attitude Era, Nitro won some of those weeks, when Raw was taped. Raw was barely getting maybe maybe a 2 or a 3 at best. Looks like the same thing with AEW. They'll get between, even without games on Wednesday nights, they'll hit 700 to possibly up to about 1 million, maybe close to 1.1. But with the playoffs now, most people are going to be watching the playoffs. They're not going to bother watching wrestling on a Wednesday or a Friday night. So their ratings are going to take a big hit. I know the WWE marks are going to make fun. It is what it is. That's what AEW is going to be doing for the next couple of years, especially when they go to TBS. At least, when they go to TBS in January, they won't have games on TBS, because I don't think they have basketball games on TBS. But when when baseball season starts, especially when the playoffs start, when the Major League Baseball playoffs start in early October, they're going to be preempted most of October. So they're going to have to, especially with Dynamite being on Wednesday nights, doing the baseball playoffs. They have the Wednesday night games. Then they have Friday night games. So Rampage. I don't know what might happen next year by late next year, by October 2022. What are you gonna do with Dynamite and Rampage? Are you gonna have Dynamite what I think they could do is, you have the baseball game. Hopefully it ends by 10 o'clock. You can have Dynamite on at 10 o'clock. That go 10 to 12 on Wednesday nights. And then Rampage, if there's a baseball game on Friday night, they might have to preempt that, not have it Friday night. Or do the same thing, have a baseball game start at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Hopefully it ends by 10 o'clock. Then you could have Rampage on right after the game. So, you still have that Friday night of wrestling. So you go from baseball right into wrestling, so you don't have to preempt everything and switch days and shit. But if they have to, I would think you might have to put Rampage maybe on Saturday, or change it to a day that the playoffs are not on, maybe on a Thursday or something like that. But when the baseball playoffs come around next year on CBS, Tony Khan and company gonna have a lot of things to worry about, because a lot of people are gonna be watching the baseball playoffs on CBS. They're not gonna bother watching freaking AEW. Whatever time it's gonna, if it comes on after the game or on another day, they're not gonna do that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so the next 2 weeks, next Friday night and the following Friday night, which is June the, I believe it's June the 5th. Let me check my my calendar. I think it's June the 5th. Oh, June the 4th. I'm sorry. So May 28th, SmackDown from 8 to 10, and then after that, live Dynamite on Friday night, the go-home show before Double or Nothing on Sunday the 30th. And then the week after that, June 4th, once again, SmackDown from 8 to 10, and Dynamite, another live show on June the 4th. And then after that, depending on when the playoffs are, what's going to go on in the playoffs, I don't know. Throughout most of June, I don't know if we'll get a Wednesday night Dynamite. Like I said, it might be on Friday night. You might have to change the Friday night per the, to combat the freaking playoffs. So, and probably most of July maybe too. Because I think, they're in the playoffs right now. I mean, we had there was yeah. So excuse me. So yeah, we'll see what happens with AEW going into June and possibly July. And then when August starts, we got Dynamite on Wednesday nights and Rampage on Friday nights, starting August the 13th. So that should be some good stuff. Some good stuff going into the summer, and we'll see what happens with that. And like I said, when Rampage does start, I will be doing SmackDown reviews and Rampage reviews on this channel. So from August 13th till for the foreseeable future after that, this channel will specifically have Raw, SmackDown, and Rampage reviews. And I think Rampage is going to be an hour. I'm not sure. Yeah, they said it's going to be 1 hour. So hopefully I have enough time on StreamYard on this particular channel that I can get all those reviews up for you. And that's that. If not, I'll just do a quickie video on my phone if I have the storage. Right now, I don't know how my storage is like 98%, but it is what it is, and that's that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Final rating for SmackDown tonight, 6.5 out of 10 stars. And we'll see what happens next week on Friday Night SmackDown. And right after that, AEW Dynamite. So that should be that. So next week, it's Memorial Day weekend, so it's going to be some good fucking shit. SmackDown and Raw, SmackDown and AEW on Friday night, and then next Sunday night, Double or Nothing, and that's it. So good stuff next week. So hopefully I'll be here throughout next week to give you all the highlights and my analysis on Raw, NXT, AEW Dynamite, SmackDown, and Double or Nothing next Sunday. And we'll go from there. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, like I said, final rating for SmackDown, 6.5 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment or a video reply down below. Let me know what you guys think. And that's it. So continue to hit that subscribe button down below on all my channels. Continue to smash that like button to death. You fat fuck haters, you know what to do. Keep leaving me those dislikes because they equal views. So continue to be little pricks with small little cacks and cowards, because that's all you are. You're a bunch of cowards, because all you can do is fucking dislike, because you have no lives. And that's all I gotta say about it. So haters, keep disliking. That's all I gotta say about it. Everybody else, smash that like button to death. Continue to subscribe to my channels. Continue to share the videos all over the internet. And follow me on social media. And don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you for watching on this late Friday night. So enjoy the weekend, everybody. And yeah, that's probably it. I might take the weekend off unless something comes up in the world of professional wrestling. So if you don't hear from me tomorrow or Sunday, have a great weekend, everybody. Getting close, 1 week away from Memorial Day weekend, the unofficial start of summer. And gonna be hot here in the Northeast, 90 degrees tomorrow and Sunday. Finally gonna get some rain. They said thunderstorms tomorrow and Sunday. So it's gonna cool off, gonna be like 63, 64 degrees on Monday. And then next thing you know, by Wednesday, gonna be back up to 80, 90 degrees on Wednesday and Thursday. And then I think by Friday it's gonna cool down a little bit. So yeah, summer is coming, ladies and gentlemen. So the heat's coming too, and the humidity. So start cranking up those ACs. Get ready for the beach. Get those bikinis and thong bikinis ready, your Speedos or whatever, and get ready for a pretty hot summer. Hopefully we don't get any hurricanes here in the Northeast. If you're in Florida or Texas or anywhere in the southern states like Louisiana and Alabama, be on the lookout, because hurricane season is going to be starting soon. And hopefully you don't get a major hurricane or anything like that. And just enjoy the summer. Fans are coming back to the arenas and the stadiums, and concerts are coming back this summer. It's going to be awesome summer and early fall and early to late fall as well, with a lot of concerts. And this moment's going to be on tour from September, I think, till November, the end of November, I think, right before or after Thanksgiving. Well, that's nice. Hopefully they can reschedule that New York City date, whether it be in December or in early next year. I want to go because I miss those fuckers. And hopefully maybe New Year's Day goes on tour so I can see Ash and the band and everything. Maybe get VIP passes again. We'll see. Hopefully, maybe Ozzy's going on tour next year. Hopefully I can get a ticket next year to basically what could possibly be the final tour with Ozzy. I mean, Ozzy's 72 now. So by the time that tour ends, he might be 73 or 74, I should say. So he'll probably be on his way, to retirement. So gotta see Ozzy one more time at least, and hopefully I can get to see him, and maybe I'll see Zach and Black Label next year. Maybe some other bands here and there. Hopefully, like I said, next year I can see In This Moment. I know they got Black Flail Brides on their tour, and I don't really like them. I could care less for them. But I do want to see Joe Catella and Dead, DED, on the tour, and Raven Black. So that'd be good for the price of admission. So when Black Flail Brides go on, I'll just close my eyes and wait till the concert, wait till they get off the fucking stage, and then In This Moment we'll go on stage as the headliner. I'm like, is it over? Thank you. Get the hell out of here. Let the real band come on. Has more freaking, top albums than you do. Better songs than you. Get the fuck off the stage. And all you fans, go to the back. Stop with this fucking moshing. I don't even think Black Flail Brides have any moshing. They probably do, but I don't really give two shits. Just don't splash on me, okay? That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, concerts coming back. People going back to the movies, back to the restaurants, the bars, the casinos. Everything's coming back. things are getting back to normal slowly but surely. Hopefully by the end of this year, this fucking virus will go bye-bye. We don't have to wear a mask anywhere. Hopefully everybody gets vaccinated. And if you haven't got vaccinated, get your head out of your fucking ass and go get a shot. Okay? I know my good buddy Chase screamed on stream yesterday that he wants to go he has to go on a plane or something like that. I think he's going to Massachusetts or something, and they want him to take get a shot, and he doesn't want to get a shot. He wants to just get the the beep beep thing just to get his temperature taken. But sorry, Chase. I don't think that's gonna happen for you. So you're gonna have to grin and bear it. So I didn't want to get the virus at the moment. Get the vaccine, I should say, at the moment. But eventually, I caved in. The missus took me to the pharmacy, and I got the Johnson & Johnson shot. Even though I was gonna probably get sick with the side effects. Thankfully, when I got it, I had no side effects. The first day after the day I got it, but the next day I was in tremendous pain. I couldn't move. All my bones were achy. My head was pounding. It took me like 3, maybe 4 days to get back to 100%. So I got it worse than Rosa. Rosa just got a headache, and that was it. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much that. So Chase, if I were you, just grin and bear it. Get the goddamn shot. Get the one shot. Get the Johnson & Johnson, or whatever one you want. I really don't care. But if I were you, get the one shot. So you don't have to get a shot and then wait a month to get another shot. So get the one shot. Get it done and over with, so you can go wherever you want. You don't have to wear a mask. And that's it. So. Yeah, and everybody else, get your fucking flu. Get the flu shot coming up soon. Coming up in August and September, when the pharmacies and the hospitals start with the flu shot. So get your flu shot early, starting in the summer, so you don't have to wait all the way to winter. So hopefully we don't have any problems with the flu shot. People dying from the flu. And like I said, hopefully this fucking virus goes bye-bye. But we'll see what happens with that. And hopefully we can get back to normal by the end of the year. And more states will drop the COVID restrictions and the mask mandates, and we can get back to normal, and that's it. So do your job, get vaccinated, and tell your friends to get vaccinated as well. And if they don't, well, fuck them. And that's all I can say about that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. 6.5 out of 10 stars for Smackdown. And that's pretty much it. We'll see what happens next week as we start a new week of wrestling. And it's going to be a big week. Raw, NXT, Impact on Thursday night, SmackDown, and Dynamite on Friday night, next Friday night. And then next Sunday, Double or Nothing for AEW. Going into, and then leading into Memorial Day, Monday Night Raw on Memorial Day. So it should be some good shit. Like I said, I'll try to be with you guys throughout that. And if not, I might miss a couple of days. So I apologize, but it is what it is. So thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.